Dreams are whispers of what could be, but how often do we let them slip away? Picture this. You wake up one morning, and that big dream of yours, whether it's launching a business, traveling the world, or mastering a new skill, feels like a distant star, twinkling just out of reach. Have you ever felt that tug, the urge to chase it, yet found yourself stuck in the same routine? Let's take a moment to reflect. What if I told you that every great achievement starts with a single step? The difference between a dream and a goal is the action we take. Imagine breaking free from the invisible chains holding you back. What if I told you that your dreams can become reality, but only if you know how to transform them into attainable goals? Think about it. How many times have you set a goal only to watch it fade? What if I could show you a method to capture those elusive aspirations and turn them into something concrete? Brace yourself, because the journey to making your dreams a reality is about to begin, and trust me, you won't want to miss the key insights coming your way. Let's dive in. Clear definition of dreams. One of the biggest challenges I faced was how to define my dreams clearly. At first, they were just these hazy images in my mind, like a movie playing in the background. I realized that if I wanted to do something meaningful with my life, I needed to turn those vague ideas into concrete statements. It's almost like painting a picture. You have to decide what you want to create before you can start bringing it to life. To me, it meant sitting down and really thinking about what I wanted. I started by asking myself some questions. What do I truly desire? What would make me happy? By articulating my dreams, I turned them into something I could actually work towards. Instead of saying, I want to be successful, I changed that to, I want to start my own business in the tech industry. This was a game changer for me. It transformed my dreams from a blurry vision into a specific target. It's also important to write these dreams down. There's something powerful about putting pen to paper. It solidifies your intentions. I created a vision board, filled with images and words that represented my dreams. This visual reminder kept me focused and motivated. Whenever I felt lost, I could look at it and remember what I was aiming for. I learned that clarity in defining my dreams also helped me communicate them with others. Friends and family could understand what I was passionate about, which opened up conversations that led to new opportunities. It became easier to find like-minded individuals who could support my journey. Finally, I discovered that having a clear definition of my dreams gave me a sense of direction. Instead of wandering aimlessly through life, I had a roadmap. Knowing exactly what I wanted to achieve made all the difference in my motivation and determination. Establishing SMART goals once I had my dreams clearly defined, the next step was to turn those dreams into actionable goals using the SMART criteria. It stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This framework helped me break down my objectives into manageable chunks. For instance, instead of just saying, I want to start a business, I set a specific goal. I will launch my tech startup within the next year. Having measurable goals meant I could track my progress along the way. I decided that I would need to secure funding, develop a prototype, and create a marketing plan. By outlining these steps, I could see how far I had come and what still needed to be done. It was like checking off items on a to-do list, and that gave me a real sense of accomplishment. Making sure my goals were achievable was also crucial. I learned not to set myself up for failure by aiming too high too quickly. Instead of thinking I could conquer the world in a month, I focused on smaller milestones that would lead me to my ultimate dream. This made the journey feel less overwhelming. Relevance was another key factor. I had to ask myself if my goals aligned with my overall dreams and values. If a goal didn't resonate with what I truly wanted, I knew I had to reassess it. This reflection helped me stay aligned with my passions, ensuring that I was investing my time and energy in the right areas. Lastly, setting a time frame for my goals added urgency. Knowing that I had a deadline pushed me to take action rather than procrastinate. Created a sense of accountability, and I found myself more focused and committed to making my dreams a reality. Developing an action plan. When I think about turning my dreams into reality, the first thing that comes to mind is creating a detailed action plan. It's like having a roadmap that guides me through the journey. I start by breaking down each goal into specific steps. For instance, if I want to run a marathon, I would outline my training schedule, detailing how many miles to run each week and when to incorporate rest days. This clarity helps me visualize the path ahead and makes it less overwhelming. Next, I consider the resources I need. This could mean finding the right running shoes, joining a local running group, or even investing in a personal trainer. By identifying these resources up front, I set myself up for success. I know that having the right tools can make a significant difference, whether it's physical equipment or supportive people in my life. Time frames are also crucial in my action plan. I assign deadlines to each step to keep myself accountable. For example, I might decide to complete my training plan in 6 months, with specific milestones along the way, like running a 5K or a half marathon. These deadlines create a sense of urgency and help me stay focused on my objectives. Additionally, I review my action plan regularly. Life happens, and sometimes I need to adjust my steps or timelines based on unforeseen circumstances. Being adaptable is key, and I remind myself that flexibility doesn't mean failure. It's part of the process. Lastly, I make sure to celebrate small victories along the way. Each time I complete a step in my action plan, I take a moment to acknowledge my progress. This not only boosts my motivation but also reinforces my commitment to the overall goal. Identifying obstacles and solutions as I venture toward my goals. I know that obstacles are inevitable. The first step in overcoming them is to anticipate potential challenges. For instance, I might face time constraints due to work or family commitments. By recognizing these obstacles early on, I can devise strategies to work around them. One effective method I've found is to brainstorm solutions before challenges arise. If I suspect that I may struggle to find time for my training, I can plan my workouts during lunch breaks or early mornings. By thinking ahead, I can minimize the impact of these barriers on my progress. It's also important for me to stay realistic about my limitations. I remind myself that setbacks are a normal part of any journey. Instead of viewing them as failures, I choose to see them as opportunities for learning and growth. This perspective shift helps me maintain my resilience when I encounter difficulties. I often seek support from friends or mentors when I face challenges. Sharing my struggles not only helps me feel less isolated, but also provides me with fresh perspectives on solutions. Sometimes, a simple conversation can spark an idea that I hadn't considered before. Lastly, I keep a journal to track my challenges and the strategies I've employed to overcome them. This practice not only helps me reflect on my journey, but also serves as a valuable resource for future endeavors. By documenting my experiences, I can look back and remind myself of how far I've come. Monitoring and progress evaluation, one of the most important aspects of turning dreams into reality is keeping track of how far you've come. It's like driving a car. If you don't check the GPS, you might just end up lost. I've learned that implementing a regular monitoring system helps me stay on course. I set aside time each week to review my goals and assess my progress. This routine has become a sort of self-reflective therapy for me. It's amazing how much clarity you gain when you see your achievements, no matter how small they may seem. I also find it beneficial to break down my goals into smaller milestones. This way, I can celebrate little victories along the way, which fuels my motivation. For instance, if my goal is to run a marathon, I'll track my weekly mileage and celebrate each increase. Creating a visual representation of my progress like a chart or a checklist has been a game changer. It's satisfying to cross things off, and it gives me that push to keep going. But let's be real. Sometimes, I realize that I'm not where I thought I'd be. In those moments, I remind myself that it's okay to adjust my plans. Life throws curveballs, and sometimes my timelines need to be flexible. When I notice I'm falling behind, I take a step back, reassess, and adjust my strategy. This adaptability is crucial. It prevents me from feeling disheartened and keeps me moving forward. Another important aspect of monitoring is seeking feedback. Whether from friends, mentors, or even online communities, getting an outside perspective can provide insights I might have overlooked. Discussing my progress with others brings fresh ideas, and it often reignites my passion for my goals. It's like having a personal cheerleading squad that holds me accountable while also encouraging me to push through challenges. In the end, monitoring and evaluation are not just about checking boxes. They're about understanding my journey. It's a continuous loop of assessing, learning, and growing. By staying engaged in this process, I'm not just chasing goals. I'm evolving as a person. Motivation and resilience. Let's talk about motivation and resilience. Two things that are absolutely essential when you're on a journey toward your dreams. Honestly, some days it feels like the universe is conspiring against me. But I've learned that it's all about mindset. When the going gets tough, I remind myself of my why. Why did I set these goals in the first place? Reconnecting with my purpose reignites that fire inside of me. It's a powerful motivator, and it propels me to keep pushing forward, even when obstacles arise. Building a positive mindset doesn't happen overnight. It's like exercising a muscle. The more I practice, the stronger it gets. I've started incorporating daily affirmations into my routine. At first, it felt a bit silly, but over time, I've noticed a significant shift in my perspective. I'm more inclined to see challenges as opportunities rather than setbacks. This shift has been transformative, helping me maintain a positive outlook even during tough times. Support systems also play a massive role in staying motivated. Surrounding myself with like-minded individuals has been a game changer. Whether it's friends, family, or online communities, having people who share similar ambitions creates a sense of camaraderie. We celebrate each other's victories and offer encouragement during setbacks. It's comforting to know that I'm not alone in this journey. It reminds me that resilience is often a collective effort. Additionally, I've learned the importance of self-care in maintaining motivation. When I'm feeling burnt out, I take a step back and recharge. Whether it's going for a walk, practicing mindfulness, or indulging in a favorite hobby, giving myself that space allows me to return to my goals with renewed energy. It's about finding that balance between hustle and rest. Both are crucial for long-term success. At the end of the day, cultivating motivation and resilience is a lifelong journey. Every setback is a lesson, and every victory, no matter how small, is a reason to rejoice. By nurturing a positive mindset, relying on my support system, and prioritizing self-care, I'm better equipped to tackle whatever comes my way. As we wrap up our journey today, I want you to pause for a moment and consider this. What dreams have you been holding on to, but haven't yet turned into goals? Imagine waking up each day, feeling excited because you're taking real steps towards those dreams. It's possible, but it starts with you taking action right now. Remember, breaking down your dreams into bite-sized, attainable goals is the key. What's one small step you can take today? Write it down, or better yet, share it in the comments below. I want to hear your dreams and the goals you're setting. And here's a thought. What obstacles have been holding you back? Identify them, confront them, and let's turn them into fuel for your journey. The road may not always be smooth, but every step you take counts. So, are you ready to transform your dreams into a reality? Your future self is cheering for you. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found value in this video, and subscribe for more powerful insights. Together, let's make those dreams not just a wish but your next achievement. Keep pushing forward, and I'll see you in the next video.